y'all need to listen up. This is real life, y'all doing dumb shit just for views and likes. Any topic, you know that we on it. No matter the subject, you know that we on it. Isaac Coda when the kid plot, yo, we can't stop, man. Y'all know we the baddest. We give it 100, no capping. Welcome to Stop the Madness.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Stop the Madness. I'm your host, The Kid Plot, my co-host, Isaac Cotto. We are in the building. We are back. We got a great show for you guys today. We got 3 topics. Actually, no, 1 reaction video and 2 topics. Is that right?
Yes, 1 reaction, 2 topics, but one of those topics is our main topic.
Main topic.
Discuss. So
topic of the day.
Stay tuned. That's going to be the hot main topic, the juicy topic
yes,
that
sir.
we got for y'all. So let's get started.
All right.
Would you get rid of your Instagram or social media for a marriageable man? Lexi.
Would you give up your career for a
Lexi.
man is the question.
Well,
Because I'm a singer, so I need my Instagram and
Yes.
social media.
You
No.
know, Lexi?
I got a song
That's
with
fine.
her.
What about
Oh, you do?
No, same thing.
No?
No, you're asking me to give up my career. Why would, absolutely not.
Whether it's my career or not, I've done that before, and he was a narcissistic and I had to divorce him, so I would definitely say no.
I have to agree, no. There's little things that I would change to be with somebody. And it's just controlling, and that just not great
It's not
to even.
healthy.
What do you think? I mean,
That was interesting because this is live for me. I haven't even seen what we were reacting to. So when I saw Lexi Pantera, I'm like, oh, because I didn't expect to see her there because I got a song with her. So it was pretty
but what she said
interesting.
made perfect sense. I mean, her career, she has to have an Instagram.
Yeah. Because
So-
she does music as well. She sings. She actually does a lot of twerking videos. She's a very good twerker, and she makes money from that stuff. So I get it. But at the end of the day, you just got to determine what's important to you.
But so in your case, so if you have someone that you would consider marriage material, something like that, and she has an active Instagram page, she likes to post bikini pictures and looks sexy, is that something that bugs you? You don't care, or nah, you know what? You got to keep it rated PG,
so
and that's it.
Yeah. So for me, it's if my girlfriend is a fitness competitor, and she competes, she's making money as a fitness competitor. I don't have a problem with that. Where you're in a bikini all the time because you compete in a bikini, right? But if you're literally showing off your body in a more aggressive sexual way, and you're lingerie type photo shoots or twerking in a thong, see, that's different because now you're not showing off gym gains where it's more innocent. You're in a bikini like you would be at the beach. See, now you're showing you're giving aggressive sexual lingerie. Now you're trying to attract men. You see what I'm saying? When a man looks at a woman that's wearing a bikini in a competition for whatever bodybuilding show or something like that, because I've done it. When I look at that, it's I don't look at it with the same eye, even though it's still the same body underneath. It just looks different because the body's a little bit different anyway because they're more fitness related. But when I see these girls that are in lingerie, twerking in booty shorts, it's gonna automatically give off sexual attention. I mean, this is what it is.
I mean, we're talking that's the extreme. Okay, you got these girls that they got 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 subscribers or followers, and they post these lingerie photos. But I'm talking about everyday, pretty sexy girl, and she goes out, she travels, she likes posting sexy pictures, bikini pictures. I'm not talking about that. I think that's an extreme. It's not every day, the girl you're dating has 400,000 subscribers and she has to do photo shoots and shit. You know what I mean? I'm talking about your everyday chick, but she likes to be sexy. She likes to dress sexy and show off and this, that, the other. Versus,
but I guess it depends on the level of what sexy is for you. Is sexy is showing off everything, or is sexy is just having tight clothes on? It just depends on you. Some girls wear tight clothes, still sexy, especially if they got a body. And then some girls have their ass crack showing from the bottom.
Is there a scenario? Is there a scenario where you say, "I need you to get rid of your Instagram because all you're doing is attracting guys"? Because that was what he presented. The Instagram, all it does is put out a flag for guys to give you attention.
So that's ridiculous. I would never ask a girl to delete her Instagram. I think that's a bit not a bit. I think that's too controlling. So I would never do that. But what I would ask her to do is, hey, you know what I'm saying? Let's try not to show off your ass all the time on the camera. You know what I'm saying? Let's try not to show your pussy off all the time on camera because I don't feel comfortable with that. And what now? If she loves me and respects me, I think she would say, okay, cool. I won't post those type of things if it bothers you. If my girl told me, listen, I don't like you doing certain things on Instagram because it makes me feel uncomfortable. If I respect her and I actually love her, I'm not gonna do it. If I don't give a damn what she says, because it's my business to have girls butt naked with their ass in my face. If I'm gonna tell her, yo, sorry, I'm not gonna change it. Then that means I don't really care about my relationship like that. So it really just depends on what's valuable to you.
Right.
Does your relationship matter or does it not? If it matters, you make accommodations. If it doesn't matter, then you don't make accommodations. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, I would. I'm the same thing. I don't think I would ever ask. Delete your Instagram. I think that's so. Man, I don't know. Maybe it's an age thing.
It's insecure though.
I just don't. I don't give a shit. Honestly, I personally like. I don't have. My wife is not someone who posts super sexy stuff, right? She's not in bikini. But if we take a trip and she's in a bikini, she posts bikini.
But that's nothing wrong with that.
I don't give a shit. Like
there's nothing wrong with that.
If she wants to post sexy pictures or whatever, is like and guys start following her because she looks sexy. Well, shit. If I don't want nobody. The Rock's a perfect example. You know what? You know why he's the perfect example?
What is that?
He's guaranteed ain't motherfucker DMing his wife. Ain't nobody chasing his wife. She's ugly as fuck, right? She's not.
Hey, listen, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
The Rock likes ugly,
sir.
Right?
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Listen, is a perfect example. The Rock likes ugly. His ex-wife, his current wife, nobody's chasing them. But if he had a hot wife that was super sexy, whatever. And guys are DMing or sending messages. Like, to me, I don't.
Sir,
that doesn't bother me. Like, who cares?
Listen. In the past, before you were married, you used to show me pictures of girls that you thought were pretty, and I did not think they were very pretty. And I'm sure there's been girls that I might have shown you at some point that you'd be like, I've shown you, and you're like, yeah, that's too much for me. And I'm like, that ain't too much for me. Or that I show you one that's a little too petite. Nah, man, I need a little bit more.
Okay.
So, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, sir.
Okay, all right.
You might like something that I don't like. You might like something that he don't like.
My point was, if I don't want no one to look at my woman or whatever, I should marry and be with a ugly, fat, ugly chick that, guess what, nobody gonna give a shit about.
Like Daddy Yankee's girl?
You know what I mean? He been with her for 50 years, so it don't matter.
But she ain't pretty to me.
But my point is, like, I don't see why it's just such a big deal. Like, oh man, I don't want my lady looking sexy on Instagram. Guys are gonna be DMing her and getting attention to guys. Like, who gives a fuck? A guy in Europe sent their message. Like,
but I think the difference is how much attention does that girl want? Is she always on Instagram every single day uploading panty pictures, bra pictures, booty pictures in a panties, in a thong?
Yes.
This is different. You go on vacation, even if you go on vacation 7 times a year, that's what, 7 posts from your vacation? Most people post 1 or 2 pictures from a vacation that they go. If you're posting 7 different vacation posts from that one vacation, you are desperate for attention.
Sure.
Bro, I got 350,000 followers on Instagram. There was a time that all I wanted was to get a lot of attention, but there was a reason behind behind why I wanted attention. It was because I wanted attention for my music, because obviously I'm an artist. These girls want attention for their OnlyFans. These girls want attention for monetary purposes for their body. That's why they do it. So if you got a man, you can't have. It's very hard. I don't want to say you can't. But it's very hard to have a man and him be okay with you having an OnlyFans. Yes. Especially if on OnlyFans what you're doing is showing your asshole.
Yeah, that's different.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's what Instagram is. I use Instagram for the same purpose that OnlyFans girls use it for. They use it for promotion for their business. What's my business? Music. I use Instagram to promote my music. Girls use Instagram to promote their OnlyFans. So what do? They post a bunch of provocative pictures in panties, in lingerie, on Instagram, but it still passes what Instagram will allow, so they don't get banned. And some of these girls get banned anyway, but so they don't get banned. And then hey, click on the link, go to my OF. They don't even say the words anymore. They just say OF because even saying OnlyFans on Instagram might get you banned. So that's the reason why I'm just saying that it depends on what you're doing. If you're so desperate for attention just because you want people to give you compliments. Some girls just want compliment. Most girls do. Most girls like attention. Even if they act like they don't, most girls do. They really do. But I just don't think that if you got a man in your life, I think you should just do what you think will make him comfortable. If you don't think it's going to make him comfortable, I don't think you should do it.
I think, over the course of time in your relationship, if you're with someone, it kind of changes, right? Like what you posted as a single person versus someone just dating versus someone that's married with a family.
It's a change.
My Instagram is now all baby pictures, bro. Like,
but,
you know what I mean? Like,
but that
right. You know
makes
what I mean?
sense.
But it's just the course of time. But initially, if you meet a girl and she's posting pictures and you're dating her, and I mean, I don't put so much weight into it. I mean, that's, if she's an OnlyFans girl, I'm not even talking about that kind of stuff. Like, I'm just talking about some chick that likes to post sexy pictures all the time.
But the thing is, most girls that post sexy pictures
are typically
I'm going to tell you, it's probably 85% of them
got an OnlyFans account.
85, maybe even more. Okay. But I'm telling you, I'm in the explore page, and I'm going through it, and I see, this girl, that girl, this girl, that girl, this girl, that girl.
They all
and
got
the ones
accounts
that got nothing but booty, 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 rocking everywhere, booty, 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 rock. The ones that are like that, there's a little link at the top, a little link tree.
Fair enough.
You click on the link tree. You know what's in the link tree? Exclusive VIP.
Yeah.
Every time.
I never had that problem where I had dated a girl who had an OnlyFans.
Well, me neither. Thank God.
I never had that problem.
Me neither.
So that didn't apply to me. All right. Next topic. I think as an artist, I think you could see where this relates.
This ain't our topic of the day, though, is it?
No, it's not the topic,
of the day. Okay.
This is not.
All right, we ain't there yet.
It's related to an artist.
Okay.
That we know, and probably I think he's already crossed over. A lot of people know who Daddy Yankee is, right?
Oh yeah,
English, Spanish speaking.
The big boss.
The big boss. He's basically the godfather of reggaeton. Like he's the one put it on the map.
Him and Vico C, but definitely Daddy took it to another level.
Yes, and he doesn't look like he's over 25. He's been doing it for 25 years, whatever. But so he went ahead and had his last tour, his retirement tour, his last album, according to him. And so he's retiring, and he just did one of his last concerts. I think it was in Puerto Rico.
I think so too. I heard him talking. Yeah. About
in Puerto Rico. He goes ahead. And he just, I don't know if it was the end of the concert or when it was in the concert, but he confesses that he's converted full time to Christianity. That he's given his life to Jesus, and blah blah blah. And I just looked at the comments like, oh, that's great, this, that, the other, and maybe because I grew up in church. I had a lot of.
Me too.
Maybe my reaction wasn't like, oh yeah. My reaction initially was, how convenient.
Oh man.
Right. So, and my wife is like, she's like, why would you say a comment like that? Like, how convenient? Like, I was like, because, he didn't do it in his prime where he's traveling the world and he's getting this money and the women and da-da. He did it when he's done all that. Like he's lived 1,000 lives compared to the average person.
Yeah.
And now he's coming into retirement where he's going to be home a lot more. He's not going to be on tour. He's not going to be in the public as much. He's going to be probably managing artists and, producing or whatever. It's very convenient now to convert and live a different kind of life, right?
Sure.
But when you're in your prime, when it gets hectic, even though to his credit, he seems to be a very disciplined individual. Like it was a business that he treated.
Oh, absolutely.
But no, hold on. I've heard, it is what it is anyway, right? He's traveling the world, all kinds of experiences. But I found it very convenient that, oh yeah, now my wife told me, it's like, you know what? Now I realize why you made that comment. What do you mean? He's like, because you have the same plan. You want to live your life, do anything you want to do. And then when you're 60 years old, then you want to go, you know what? I'm ready to go to church now.
Oh, my
every
God.
Sunday. And, you know, it hit home because I was like, well, shit, you know what? You might be right.
Man, listen.
But so that's kind of how I saw it. Versus, like, imagine, I don't know, what's Bad Bunny, hottest artist, probably one of the top 5 hottest artists in the world.
Yeah. Well, he's number 1 right now.
If he stopped dead cold right now, say I'm converting to me,
that's more believable.
that's more
He's
legitimate.
on top.
That's more legitimate.
But here's the thing, though. It's listen, man. It's never too late. It's never too late or never too early, you know, to give your life to whatever religion you believe in, right? Because God is always going to have a door open for you. So it's not up to you and it's not up to me to decide. There's a higher power that decides that. So even though you say how convenient, and heck, I might even say how convenient, it's not up to us. At the end of the day, God is the one that forgives.
I
you know
agree.
what I'm saying? If he looks at it, he knows what's really in your heart. Me and you can't know that because we're human beings.
Sure.
But God knows what's in his heart. And he'll know if he really, really meant it or if it was like, you know what, I wanted to do this first. And then you got to leave that up to God. It's in God's hand at that point.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, I feel what you're saying, though. It looks very suspicious.
right. And then
It looks very convenient, but
the other thing, if he's still gonna be doing shows or something like that, like, okay, if you're quote unquote, you know, a Christian and following, you know, Christ, do you hold a concert where they're selling alcohol, where everyone's
But alcohol is not
drinking?
illegal. Alcohol is not
it's
against
illegal,
religion.
but
It's not against any religion either.
There's certain thoughts, there's certain patterns where being drunk, drunkard.
No, drunk is
right?
different. Well,
being
drunk is
drunk, right?
Yeah,
where
drunk
you
is-
don't have control of your body is frowned upon.
No, drunk is different.
Right?
Yeah.
So you're opening the door to an environment,
That's true. You're playing with fire. That's
right?
true.
Where someone who may be weaker comes to my event, gets drunk. And now this person is drunk because of my show. But I'm a Christian. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I always said, look, if I'm an NFL player and I get paid millions of dollars, I get paid millions of dollars because I play in a stadium full of 100,000 people that pay concessions and buy alcohol and do all this stuff to come see me play. So, you know, there's levels to it, right?
But at the end of the day, you can't be responsible for every human being.
Right, but there's a thought process like you shouldn't do anything that would help your brother or sister fall, right?
Okay, so then Daddy Yankee.
It's a thought process. It could be and it could
No,
be argued.
I agree with what you're saying.
It's like saying, don't go to church in a super short bikini because my man next
listen,
to you might be weak
I
and
understand.
fall.
But what you could do is a concert with no alcohol.
If Daddy Yankee does a concert with no alcohol, that would be pretty impressive.
If he does that,
I would be.
you and your wife still gonna go,
my wife would go,
and you would have to go with her.
Yes.
So that means you and your wife would still go.
Go to a dry concert, but
be drinking water and soda.
But that to me is where
And juice.
I just struggle with it. Like I just struggle with the conversion like that. But anyway,
You'd be drinking water, soda,
Yeah.
and juice, my guy.
It's like the Peruco, another famous reggaeton artist.
Yeah.
He was in his prime. He retired in his prime. Like he changed.
I mean, he
the
was
type
still
of-
making songs that have nothing to do with, you know, worldly activities.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you think it's convenient, the conversion at that, the timing seems convenient, or
I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't know. I know convenient is the sexy answer. It's the more like juicy answer, appealing answer. But at the end of the day, you got to remember that like Daddy Yankee, Farruko, Héctor el Father. Like Héctor el Father was like one of the first ones to retire and literally become.
and he
very
was a
religious.
reggaeton artist that was very popular.
Yes, he's very popular. And but the thing is that Héctor el Father is like one of the first ones, and he still talks to these guys. He's still cool. He's cool with Farruko. He's cool with Daddy Yankee. And you know, when you're around your contemporaries or your ex-contemporaries, a lot of times, you know, I've heard him say it because I've watched videos where Héctor el Father would talk to current artists and ex-artists that are active and say, hey, We'll always be here. We're waiting for you. Eventually, you're going to be ready, and we'll be here ready for you.
Right.
And he's been saying that. I've heard him say that. Like, we're here. We're not going nowhere. We're waiting for you to give yourself to Christ. We're waiting for you to give yourself.
Right. Do your thing.
We're waiting for you. 6 months later, we still here waiting for you.
Has
2 years later, we're here. And then all of a sudden, you hear, when you retire, you're like, damn, God he ain't never leave me for real. And then that's why. So that's the mentality that goes into it. You see what I'm saying?
I can see that. Has there been a famous American rapper that's gone through a conversion mid-career? I don't think so. There's nobody that jumps.
Not that jumps.
They
to my
all
mind.
started in church in some way or another, and end up becoming singers.
I mean,
or
Kanye
rappers.
West did a lot of stuff where Jesus
you know
walks.
what? He might have
did
been
the
the
Jesus.
closest, honestly.
He did some songs.
He had like a
you know what I'm
Sunday
saying?
service and everything,
Yeah.
but he kind of got kind of crazy. All right, now we about to jump into the next one. Our main.
Oh, this is the topic of the
This
day.
is our main topic.
Main
discussion.
topic of the
Look,
day.
la-
Stop the
la-
madness.
Diddy is one celebrity whose sexual alignment this morning. P. Diddy.
Diddy wants
Diddy. Puff had sex with all his artists, big, even the locks.
Last week,
What is
we
it?
talked about our boy Diddy, right?
Okay.
Talk to him.
And the whole situation about him paying out Cassie. And there was a lot of comments because I had a mathematical error, right? I said she waited 30 years later.
Yeah, you was a little OD.
I was just excited.
You went
and
overboard.
My math got off. It wasn't 30 years.
I should have corrected you.
You should have, but it was like 15, 17 years. I mean, almost 2 decades.
Okay.
But I added some years. But
Okay.
anyway, so after that lawsuit, he settled within 24 hours with Cassie.
Yeah.
Then he gets hit with 2 more lawsuits, and companies are dropping them. Companies drop,
And then more ladies are coming out,
bro,
saying that he did the same thing when she was a minor.
dude, it is out of. He's in trouble.
Yeah.
He just posted a response where he's saying, "I deny the response," and we'll post the response.
You mean
in the video.
he denies the allegation?
You're correct. He denies the allegations.
Right.
He's he actually mentions like they're just out for a payday and he's gonna fight for his name, his legacy, this, that, the other.
Let's see. Do we got it? Do we have it? Can we see it?
Yes, it's posted up. So real quick, he says enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Sean Diddy Combs.
Damn.
I mean, what else is he gonna say? Like, I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
we're
gonna say I did it. I mean,
look, out of 10, there might be 2 that are on point. Like he actually did do it, right? So I mean, when the smoke is fire. My whole issue particularly with the Cassie lawsuit, she had several allegations in there. I stated that I thought all the crazy sex stuff, to me, throw it out the corner. Like to me, that's all bullshit.
you think it's bullshit?
I think that's complete bullshit. Well, she abused, he hit her, this, that, the other.
Why do you think it's bullshit?
Over the course of 10 years to be engaged in sexual activity, just like what I said before.
What is that statute of limitations?
Well, it wasn't criminally, the statute of limitations had ran, but New York had a law that said even if the statute of limitations have ran, you have an opportunity to file a lawsuit regardless of how long ago it happened. But that statute or that law was going to run out by a certain date, and that's why she filed the lawsuit, this, that, the other.
Yeah.
And he settled in 24 hours.
Right.
Again, I thought he settled because there's a lot more than did he sex trafficker. I think there's a lot of the gay stuff, like he doesn't want any of that stuff to come out. Makes sense for him to settle.
Right.
Her being sex trafficked and forced to engage in threesomes and male prostitutes, I think that's complete bullshit. You can't do that over the course of years and be like, okay, now I was forced to do it 17 years later, 15 years later, 10 years later, and say I was forced to do all these things. there's an allegation where he hit her. He abused her physically. That could be a legitimate accusation that she could have proof. She could have pictures of black eye. Someone that said, I seen her hit her. I heard this, that, the other. That's okay. That may be legitimate. But the other allegations, I thought was just the sexual stuff, freak offs, all that. I think that's bullshit. Now, all his other scenarios, you know, I don't know if it may be true, maybe not. I think he could have, you know, Diddy obviously is a wild dude, does a lot of crazy stuff with females, even with dudes, whatever. Now I see a scenario where, yeah, people are trying to get that payday. He paid a lawsuit within 24 hours. Why wouldn't you do that? Like, why wouldn't you file a lawsuit?
Right.
And he says, you know what? I'll give you $300,000. Go away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why not? Like, why? What do you have to lose?
So you think that Cassie and all these other women are now, they're just trying to get money from Diddy, even though, you know, Cassie was made a decent amount of money.
Was obviously trying to get money. She got the money, but I think of the allegations she had, there might have been one allegation that was legitimate. All the others I thought was bogus. Now, these other allegations, they're not saying, hey, Diddy physically, domestic violence, abused me.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have relationships with these females. They're isolated incidences. We're in a party.
Hang on a second. Pon la cámara en él. Okay, go ahead.
They're isolated incidents, like, oh yeah, we're in a party, him and Aaron Hall, and they had sex with two girls, and this happened. Cassie's case was like, hey, I was in a relationship for 10 years, and he made me do all this sexual stuff, and I was forced to do it over the course of 10 years.
Right.
That's completely different saying, I met Diddy at a party, he took me to a hotel, and he did this to me. It's a very isolated, single incident, which I think is harder to prove, maybe true, maybe not.
Right.
But at the end of the day, even if you can't prove it, it's a payday.
Right.
It's a payday. It's a payday. Now it's up to him how much he wants to fight it. Those cases are easier to fight, especially if he knows there's no gay activity going on.
So in your opinion, what is Diddy guilty of, and what do you think he's not guilty of?
I don't think he's guilty of forcing himself on females.
Okay.
I think he in Cassie's case, he may have been guilty of domestic violence against Cassie. But these other female
of domestic violence?
Yeah, like he's dating her and he beat her and he abused her. I think he could be guilty of that.
Okay.
But these other scenarios, the lifestyle he's living, look, we're in a party. Hey, we're going to go to this room. You know what it is if you come in this room. You want to come? Yes, I want to go. Right?
Okay.
So they go, and it's very easy for a female to say, oh, I went, but, I said no.
So let me ask you a question. I got a video. I don't know if the team got it, if they're able to play it. Did you guys get the video? Let's play this video real quick. So this is Sean Diddy Combs with Cassie. And this was back when they were together.
Is there anything that you may want to confess tonight before you go in?
I keep everything right here. Or right here.
Yeah. You angelic all the time.
Bro, did you see that laugh?
You may want to confess tonight.
When she said, is there anything you want to confess tonight? That laugh Diddy gave.
I keep everything right here.
Bro, no, but that laugh again.
He didn't even know what to do.
He was like, please don't say anything crazy.
Did you say something on whoop?
He was terrified. Back to the hotel room. Looked terrified.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, for you to be that terrified, though, that means.
But again,
because he looked like he was like, yo, this girl better not say nothing crazy.
It's like I said, she's in a relationship. She's showing up at events with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're in an event there. She's talking with her. She has all his dirty secrets, all the freaky shit they did with dudes or whatever. Like, he don't want that out. That's why he paid that check.
Okay.
They're in a relationship.
Okay.
But my problem was, she's like, oh, we're in a relationship. We did all this freaky shit. Oh, he forced me to do this freaky shit. Nah, no, that's bullshit. Don't come with that. To be with him for 10 years and then be like, oh, I was forced to. And say, oh, I did it because he had control of my career. Like that. Now, did he beat her? Did he hit her? Whatever. That's something you can come and say, hey, you know what? Yes. When we were together, you beat me, you hurt me. this, that, the other, and there's proof. I have
Well, look,
witnesses.
like you said, when there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's guilty of, but I know he's guilty of something. I really
Yes.
believe he's guilty of
Yes.
something.
Well, it's like the thing with Aaron Hall. Apparently, it's two girls. Him and Aaron Hall smashed out two females. Those two females saying they were raped. Anybody can say anything, right? You can't.
No, yeah, sure.
If there's two people, one person. That was two. Is going to be two people that said it was consensual. There's going to be two people that says it wasn't consensual.
Yeah.
And then like, okay, do you want to? That's a case you can fight. Like, fight it. Like, prove it, because it's a civil action. It's not criminal, right? You could say, I want to fight it. I want to prove that no, I didn't force myself. We did this. Or you know what? You cut a check. Here's 300. Here's 500. Here's $1 million. Go away, and they're gone. You don't have to deal with it no more. Cassie's case was unique because she was with him for 10 years.
Yeah.
She knew all his secrets in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's completely different. But I don't know. People said I was shaming Cassie as a victim. I don't think I was shaming her. I think I was just calling a spade a spade.
Well, you know, listen, people are always going to talk shit on the internet. That's what the internet.
Do you think Diddy's guilty of something?
Absolutely. That's why I said I don't know what. Mm-hmm. That's what an investigation is for. But I think he's absolutely guilty of something.
Right, so in the case of Cassie, you think he forced her into these the sexual activities? She was forced?
I don't think she was forced. I think that she was coerced.
Okay.
Because the money.
Okay.
I think the bread and the status.
Lifestyle. Yeah.
You know, the lifestyle, the stuff that Diddy was able to bring that she wasn't going to be able to bring on her own, you know, made her participate. But at the end of the day, that's not an actual gun.
She's not for.
That's not a gun. Look at all this I got for you, baby girl. That's not a gun. That's a choice you can still make. That's my opinion.
Yes. It's
so
like
that I don't think so.
Okay.
But you know, I think there's
something there.
Something there for sure.
Yeah.
Because you don't settle that quick. You don't look that nervous in that video.
Man, that dude is selling, because now everything's coming. 50 Cent killing him.
Oh, he's killing him.
But
oh my goodness.
It's the whole concept of, you know, the hip hop community and this manly man, ladies man. All of a sudden, guess what? He's not just a ladies man. He might be a man's man. Yeah, so stupid. And he don't want that shit out, you know, in that culture, that environment. So It is what it is.
Man.
All right, well, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, man.
My friends, my family, hey, please comment, disagree. Tell me how I'm wrong.
Yes, tell him how he's wrong.
I think he's wrong most of the time. Anyway, like, subscribe. We be back next week. Peace.
Peace.